Mr. Timer. Our next speaker is Harry Mullen. Harry will be doing a level 3 elective from the path Visionary Communication. He will be relating his experience journeying through a blockage to his main heart artery and the lessons he takes from it. The project is Connect with Your Audience, and the title is What's Going On? Welcome, Harry.
Come join me. Week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, when I took a walk right out there and went up and over a local hill by my house, a walk I'd taken dozens, maybe 100 times before. Beautiful Southern California spring afternoon, breeze blowing in from the ocean. Not a care in the world. About halfway through, I wasn't in a rush to get home. My wife wasn't there. I sat down on a bench. Did an email or two. When I got back up, I noticed as I started to walk, I was walking very slowly. Okay, I said to myself, go with it, as opposed to my usual, let's push through this. And that's the way it was for the rest of the roughly 2 miles or so back to my house until I walked through the door. And that's when the chest pains began. Right across here, just all the way across. Pretty mild at first, but I knew what they were. And for about an hour, at least that's what I told the medical people, is probably more like an hour and a half, I did my best to ignore it. Lay down for a while, had dinner, couldn't eat very much, went upstairs. Oh, I'm tired, I told Robin. I was not explaining to her what was going on. Very typical for me. And as I tossed and turned, trying to relax, trying to breathe through what turned out to be a pretty serious blockage, I had to make a decision. Robin, I got to go to the ER. And fortunately, she didn't give me an argument. It was about 8 o'clock at night. We had changed for the evening. She said, let me get dressed, we'll go. Takes about 20 minutes or so to get to the local hospital. And 90 minutes after I walked through that door, I was the proud owner of a new stent right in my main heart artery that runs down the center of our chest underneath the breastbone. And what had been 100% blockage was now flowing blood. The thing to remember, if you forget everything else I tell, actually 2 things. 1, take chest pains seriously. 2 is your heart matters. And the interesting thing about the experience, I had no symptoms. I probably rode the day before. I didn't know what was going on. And the experience in the ICU, if you've ever done that, intensive care unit, you're wired up to everything, and you have these monitors designed to go off loudly and get your attention. But as I'm lying there, unable to do anything, my first thought was, let me complain about the hospital. Why do they run it this way? Turn those damn things off. Some time passed and I finally became curious. Well, what are they showing? And one of the things they were showing was my heartbeat, something I don't normally pay any attention to. And normally it's about 80 beats a minute, or at least it was when I was lying there. But here's the thing, it went up to 120, 130. I think it peaked at 180. And I could not tell the difference. Didn't feel any different at all. So it occurred to me, well, maybe I can use technology to help here. And I even bought an Apple Watch. As a dyed-in-the-wool Windows guy, I never touch Apple products, but now, my phone, my watch, my iPad, what can I say? Because it works and it's easy, and I can monitor it. I'm even in the process of taking a series of classes with something called the HeartMath Institute. Just put the name to one side for a while. It's a little strange, but what they do is train you to become aware of your heartbeat and to what they call bring it into coherence, as opposed to the rapid beating pattern which I was experiencing while I was in the ICU. So I'm looking at this experience as something to learn from and to actually discover myself. It's been a long time. I thought I knew something about myself, but I didn't. Didn't even know my own heartbeat. Something to keep in mind if you ever find yourself in this position. Of course, take chest pain seriously. The other is that your heart matters, and it is possible with modern technology to actually see it, actually discover these blockages before you have to go at 8:30 at night to the emergency room. Why it wasn't a standard practice in my care? I think we know why. But in any event, with the knowledge that that's there, I'm now looking forward to actually taking care of myself a whole lot better than I had before. Changing diet, monitoring, exercising every day, those sorts of things. Oh, and there's one other thought that the ER team said to me when I told them I drove myself to the ER. They said, there's only one number you need to know, and they will come and they will take care of you. 911. Madam Toastmaster.